I'm just gonna do some plowing, and I want to clean this up because I have some wood to split. So let's get going here. This thing smells really bad, but anyway, it works. But oh, I hope that didn't take off the rest of the exhaust system because the big mound of snow I went over. Some wood splitting to do today, and I just have the 22-ton splitter, and I'm going to split up this pile, do a cold start on it. I'm just going to prime it up, and I just open the throttle just a little bit. Try to fire it up. Oh man. Splitter's warming up, and basically I'm just stacking up my wood here. I'm pretty close to a cord, I think, and I have the splitter on vertical. See how stringy it is. You'll see a lot on the internet, people asking, well, how big is a cord of firewood? Well, basically this is a cord of firewood. And if you stack it from end to end, you should have 4 feet from the ground up to the top of your pile and 24 feet in length all the way across. And that makes up the cord of wood. Now, basically, we have 3 face cords in a cord of wood. So a face cord is basically 4 feet high and 8 feet long. So I've just multiplied this by 3, and that gives me my full cord. The end of the pile where it's 4 feet over to the other end is 24 feet. So, and the little bit off the side here is just extras. Now the only way to really accurately do this is to have a pole in the ground. Because I don't have a pole on each end, I'm actually more like 26 feet on the bottom. The width of the pile should be 16 inches wide. Now load this cord into the truck. I've just loaded up the GMC and I'm standing on top of the pile here. So basically we have 2 face cords or more in the truck. And then we have maybe a face cord in the trailer. It's a full floating axle, and it's 8-bolt. So I can get quite a bit of weight in here because I had the camper in it. The springs were beefed up. A few leaves in there. There's lots of travel still on the axle. The wood is evenly stacked in there. If it was just piled, you would never be able to get that much wood into the truck. So 1, 2, 3, you have 4 rows. And sides right up to the cab. You could get a cord in the back of this truck. So in here, this is just a light load I put. I'm just fire it up and almost. So give it a couple more. There she goes. It's a 292 inline 6. I have have all the ropes off. The ropes are just put on, you know, they're just for show, basically. Just unloading now. You can see all the big ones in the bottom. We have our red maple. I believe this is maple. Each one of these logs are, I don't know, about 100 to 150 pounds. I'm going to unload the truck now, and then I'll be getting another load, I guess, pretty soon. The great thing about the cold is the cold beer. Oh, that's good. So I have the propane bottle wood stove hooked up in the camper. Take a look in there. Just one little log burning. So the temperature in here just at 20 degrees, and it's 15 outside. I have just a temporary setup in here. Lots of distance from the bottom, and we have about 6 inches from the wall. With the foil, we're okay. I'm not recommending any of this, but the foil will reflect the heat back. As long as that foil doesn't fall off, then you got a problem. We have our 3-inch pipe coming through the top. At the height of the hole that goes out through the wall, you should have screws in every joint where your pipes are connected. And here we just have a piece of metal. So the wood is here, and it's all metal across. And then we have some rock cell in here. Go out with a straight piece. Straight piece comes out. It's tipped down actually a little bit, so when the rain hits, it'll flow off. Then we have our elbow. Then we have our 3-inch, 2 lengths of 3-inch pipe going all the way up. Now this one here is actually a homemade insulated pipe. That's why it's wider. There's a 4-inch piece over top of it with some insulation inside. That's not necessary. That was just all I had. Go up as high as we can over the top of the roof of the vehicle. That's what you want to do, or the trailer or motorhome or cabin or shack, whatever. You want to get right up way over top, and the higher you go, then you can get more draft. Wherever you go, put your hand around on every surface, and whatever surface is hot, you have to cover it with foil. So I've covered everything that was getting hot. Touch the foil, it's cold. I'm not a prepper, so I don't actually build these things for emergency. I build them for fun. Just doing this as a hobby. If the zombie apocalypse happened, oil and gasoline and things like that, diesel fuel, would be hard to find, but there would always be wood. This is definitely not, safety standard approved or anything like that. So this is a survival situation we're talking about here, or a temporary situation. There is a propane furnace in here, so really you don't need to use this.